Many thanks, particularly for giving me the opportunity to discuss this important topic. A topic which I believe is never addressed properly. Indeed, in Italy we have a very high youth unemployment rate, and we are lagging behind in terms of digital economy. Why? Because we implicitly resisted to the digital economy. Not many industries are promising. Not many industries promise to account for a 1.5% GDP growth in the future. The digital economy is worth more than agriculture. It's a major industry. It's a significant driver to create new jobs, particularly for young people. However, may I stress one aspect? Very often, people take it for granted. The digital economy is growing, it can be helped, promoted, incentivized, whatever. It's a new industry, many believe. Indeed, there is this book by Brian Arthur, one of the members of the Santa Thinks Institute, a think tank of Nobel laureates, proving that this is a second economy, not a new economy. It's a transformation of the economy. In a matter of a few years, all traditional sectors will be transformed. And the same happened with, the power engine, with the introduction of computers and so forth. So, not realizing how important this is something that Italy can't afford. So how? Revamping the economy. Many believe that the economy heavily depends upon infrastructure. This is a major time of transformation for the economy, and I guess that focusing on infrastructure is just wrong. This book summarizes years of research on successful companies that quite suddenly went bust. Why? They shared one aspect, the so-called active inertia. In the face of a major transformation of the economy, they didn't change, and that's why they failed. They went bankrupt. In the face of a structural transformation, you have to be as radical as possible and quickly adjust to the new environment. So what's the infrastructure we need to talk about? Digital infrastructure. Now, digital infrastructure should be addressed by setting three priorities, as we did. Number one, to create a single electronic personal data registry. The reason why there are so many inefficiencies in the public administration is that we don't have a proper electronic personal data registry. Number two, digital identity, which isn't just an ID card, it's a different way of interpreting deals, relationships, and actions performed by individuals. We need to create an infrastructure which is up to a world based on smartphones. Whenever you use your smartphones, you are not using a smart card reader or player. So the digital identity shouldn't just be used by the public administrations. It should be used also by companies to make their life easier. We all have so many passwords, usernames. And it's very hard for them every time it's very hard for us to remember them from time to time. So the digital identity will help us in this respect, also making our identity safer. The third aspect is infrastructure is the e-invoicing, and I believe that this is as important, probably even more compelling than the other ones. It's all but rare in the public administration to use the invoicing process. A piece of legislation was recently introduced to allow the public administration to pay their arrears, and figures were just disconcerting, with many different with many changes and variations. So we should actually rethink the way a public administration purchases or procures assets for itself. Every company, every business these days know in real time how much they owe to their creditors. They know how much they spend for what assets and products or services, and this is not, extraordinary. This is just trivial but very necessary. So the very heart of the issue is how to put together a digital infrastructure. I will show you a couple of images. This is a bull, of course. This too is a bull. This too, and this one too. Now, from a real to move the equilibrium from one end to another is indeed the ability of a country to set a future destiny for itself in the era of the second economy. Thank you.